Welcome into the Bro Force Squad podcast. We're about to jump through a ring portal and give you a world-famous movie commentary on Sonic the Hedgehog. Now, while you guys get your tennis shoes laced up, let's go around the game console and meet the bros. As always, I am Brian Banner, your host, and to my right is the mayor himself, Jeff Hornacek. Now, Horns, there have been times where I felt like I've gone through a portal. Did I?
Yeah, dude, definitely. A lot of it would probably have to do with like the fact that you try a bunch of crash diets, you know, like you're like, this week I'm only eating Cheerios, and it really fucks up your mental state. But sure, man, you've been through a lot of portals in your life. Every time you go through a door, you know, it's like a new world.
Wow, I love that outlook.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. I forgot to tell you guys where we were paused at. So we're at 16 seconds. This is currently on Amazon Prime. Paramount with the
Paramount
rings
Plus
around it
too.
are fully on the screen. We'll let you guys get there. Horns, you had a comment off pod about this.
Yeah, I love how Paramount took the Sonic rings and incorporated it into their logo. I know Disney has done this really creatively with a lot of their, like, especially like the Pixar movies with their intros.
I think DreamWorks has gotten a little creative as well with it.
Yeah, have a little fun with it. Also, this is on Paramount Plus for me, so if you have that streaming, and I'll have a link in the description of the commentary, but if you have that service as well, it's on there.
Beautiful. All right, guys, we're gonna hit play in 3, 2, 1. Let's run.
You know, I can relate to this movie a lot, Brian, because I remember the first time that I showed up at my new middle school after my family moved, and everyone hated my face and said I was ugly. I also went and did a total character redesign after that.
Yeah, it was. I mean, it didn't work, but I mean,
no, it didn't. It didn't work as well as this. But I got frosted tips. I got braces. I told people to call me Chad.
Ooh.
Yeah, but I don't know if you could say it went from bad to worse, but it went from bad to like other bad for me. This Sonic redesign. So like, I don't know if you remember, like the first poster came out of what Sonic was going to look like. It was horrendous.
Really bad.
People
really
destroyed
bad.
it. And they changed it, and I actually really like the new one.
I do too.
The what was the movie Andy Samberg did? Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers. They made fun of the Sonic redesign.
Did they?
Yeah.
That's funny. I actually haven't watched that yet.
We love it. It's very meta. Great intro here. Doing the little Tarantino let's flashback with the action set piece.
You can never go wrong that way, right? I'm you know me. I love spoilers. I don't care. It's about the journey for me.
Yeah.
So I love whenever they give us a little tease of the end.
So I have a question. I don't know if you'll be able to answer this. The Sega company, I know like its IP, at least in terms of video games, are now owned by Nintendo. I think they bought Konami, who is the company that runs it. However, right. Nintendo's studios that they produced the Super Mario Bros. Movie with, and the one that they're doing, I think there's a Legend of Zelda 3D movie they're doing soon.
I believe you're correct, yes.
Yeah, but is it possible, or could we ever see like a Smash Bros. Movie that includes Sonic, like he's in the Smash Bros. Game?
I mean, I would love that.
I don't know if their studios are totally separate from the movie studios from the game.
Yeah, I would assume it has to do with the rights, like who has the movie rights to that IP, like what studio does, and if they're willing to play ball with each other.
Very complicated. Love the echidnas here, reference to Knuckles, who of course we end up seeing in the second one. Man, his mom fucking wore that.
Yeah, she did. But look at her. She gets up like a fucking champ.
Shoot her up with some cortisone and we're going to keep playing. Now,
put me in, coach.
You're already in. Oh, that's how concussed you are.
It'll anytime I think of something like that, it's remember when Sam Bradford, I believe it was BYU, was
oh my God.
looking the wrong way at the Jumbotron, and they literally turned his body just so he was looking at the Jumbotron, or to make it appear like he was looking at the Jumbotron.
That's why they take players' helmets and like hide them. Because I've heard stories of like a concussed player like sneaking onto the field and like telling the guy who subbed in for him, "Yeah, coach put me in." Okay, and then the guy could like die.
Yeah. It's a pretty emotional start here.
Oh yeah, baby Sonic, very very cute.
You know, it could be cuter.
Wow.
I don't know.
So he gets out of, I think it's like Happy. What's the place called that Sonic? Is it Green Hills actually?
Green Hills, Montana.
Well, that's where he goes to, but
you're talking about the island place that he
was
at.
Just in, where like a lot of the actual video games take place in.
Yeah, I'm not sure where that is.
Kind of a bold move to take him out of there for most of the movie.
Did it work though?
James Marsden, go Pokes.
Yeah, little Oklahoma boy.
With these movies, it's always interesting because the riskiest part, but it's very much a necessity. And I say that as like the Super Mario Bros. Movie didn't have it, is in a lot of ways to make them accessible in 4-quadrant movies, you have to have like a human element. We say this about Godzilla movies all the time. Like, I know it's our least favorite part of a Godzilla movie, but
it's necessary. You got to break it up a little bit. We can't just have Godzilla fucking shit up for 2 hours.
Exactly. We need someone we can connect with. And here, James Marsden, obviously, recognizable face, guy everybody loves, being cast playing, let me look at this character's name. Tom? What? Yeah. We get him, and then, of course, Jim Carrey, who I'm going to rave about here in a second. But how do you feel about Tom in this movie? Both the idea that he is, I would say, almost equal parts to Sonic in terms of screen time, and then how he's written with and played by James Marsden.
I think he plays him fantastic. I like the character. I think the character is very necessary because I think it would be like you were saying, we have to have that human element. And so this is our connection to make a supersonic speed hedgehog that's charged up with lightning fighting a robot man believable.
Yeah. I like him a lot more in this one than what they do with his character in the second one. With the whole like wedding in Hawaii arc and all that.
Yeah.
The guy on the radio goes, "We have a violent gang shootout. Drugs and blood everywhere." Blood and drugs? Yeah, there's actually blood on the drugs.
Blood on the drugs.
So double jeopardy. We are fine.
That turtle almost got fucked.
That turtle is like you after you like take too strong of an edible. It's just fucking, where am I? So Sonic has been in Green Hills, Montana for like, what, 7 years and no one has discovered him?
Yeah, I would say he went from being a kid, maybe first grade age, to he's now a teenager.
Because he doesn't strike me as have a guy that would be able to lay low for that long, without being discovered.
Yeah, but he's so fast.
Yes, that's true. Pretty nice fucking bachelor pad here. I could see him bringing a girl back and her kind of digging the vibe, the aesthetic. Because this is like, it's
reading
enough.
The Flash magazines. That's great.
Got to have nunchucks. His place is like enough of a bro pad to like have a girl be like, "Oh, this guy's a lot of personality and hobbies," but it's also not so gross to where she's like wants to leave. And then she's also probably like, if we got really serious, I could move in here and like fix this place up.
Yeah, I mean, it's very eclectic, right?
Yeah, it's him.
So
that feels like a Mario dig. Did you see that?
Yeah.
I hate mushrooms.
I hate mushrooms. So is he staying here until somebody finds him, or is he trying to go to other portal worlds?
Yeah, I think it's been a while since I've seen this movie, but I think his mom, that donut looks really good.
Yeah, it does.
I think his mom told him to wait there and she was going to like eventually come get him. Crime in Green Hills is fucking out of control.
It's disgusting.
Someone's got to do something about it.
What do we pay taxes for?
I don't know. Honestly, that's a pretty good depiction of him.
I mean, it's better than I could draw.
Yeah, Crazy Carl's fucking crazy till he's actually right about something. That's just a good trap. He had to test it. You think Crazy Carl works alone, or does he have an assistant or something?
No, he works alone.
Oh my God, I just made the connection. Keanu, you're a national treasure, and then he, of course, voices Shadow in the third one. I know we're not, obviously, I haven't seen the third one, but there was I felt it was a done deal, this rumor for casting that Hayden Christensen was cast originally to play Shadow, and then they went with Keanu. And in a weird way, that actually to me was a disappointment. I wanted Hayden Christensen. I think that would have been awesome. And I haven't heard Keanu in the role, so I can't I'm not speaking to that. Hayden Christensen is just a guy that I root for, and I feel like he needed the break more than Keanu Reeves did.
Yeah, I mean, Keanu had the Keanu-sance that I think we're about at the end of.
I feel like it, yeah.
But Hayden Christensen, I don't know. I'm glad that people have forgiven him. Not even forgiven him. Like, they have nothing to forgive him for, but like have accepted him after all these years.
He had to forgive us, really.
Well, that's true. He would always accept us with open arms. Oh yeah, did she get into like law school or some shit like that?
I think he applied to get into like the FBI or something.
Oh, that's what it was. Yeah, like,
which, if we're being honest, I got a question. No offense to Tom, but yes offense. Oh, San Francisco PD.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess crime there isn't. I mean, Green Hills, it's fucking gang warfare. You thought The Wire was bad? Look at what Tom deals with on a daily basis.
Yeah. He's going there for some quiet time.
That cake is hilarious. For cake, those small. It's always good to have a backup cake.
I was going to say, that's actually really smart. But also, how did you know the letter was coming in that day to have two cakes made? I mean, the planning to have that out is just, the logistics of it is impossible.
And if you didn't know, and I'm going to eat them anyway, but how old are these cakes?
Hey, I've eaten expired just food in general. I've been fine.
I'm almost disgusted to say this, except I'm not. My wife and I would say once a week have I feel like she is too aggressive with how early she throws out leftovers, and I'll be honest, I might hang on a little bit too long. I don't eat like rotten food or anything, but
yeah, look, if it has a funky smell, I won't eat it. If it smells fine, I'm gonna eat it.
Absolutely. And I give her shit because I feel like she just pulls the trigger too much. Like, no, that's no good. I'm like, this is 3 days old.
Yeah, that's got at least 3 more days.
100%.
So now they're in an argument about moving to San Francisco.
Is it over the Zillow listing? Because she got a little presumptive with that. Like a 2-bed? You think your sister's going to be staying with us?
Nah. Not in my house.
Not up in here.
Not up in here.
What's her job? Like, can she just move? Is she an influencer or something?
I think she's mooching off it. I mean, all that, Green Hills money that he's getting.
Yeah, Hundo P. Do you think he even has a gun?
Taser.
Yeah. For those ducks, in case one of them gets out of line.
Yeah.
As he says in Old School, any of these fuckers decide to freak out on the kids, and I got to take them down. It's the donut budget in this movie. Jeez.
Over. I'll take it all day. The nice thing is they save on catering.
That's true. Green Hills does strike me as a speed trap town.
100%. Yeah, it does.
Damn, no starting pitching in this game. 9-8 in the fourth. My God. Hope the fucking bullpen's got some length in it today because we're going to need it. Didn't the red team just hit a home run?
No. Red team was definitely pitching.
Okay, I thought the lefty kid was on the red team.
Can you imagine like that bad edit
That's where they just really don't give a fuck. This is one of my favorite scenes, him running the
Yeah,
bases.
this is cool.
And this is a really well-groomed Little League baseball field.
Yeah, especially for not being like fenced in, like just out to the woods there.
Brian Banner and I have some groundskeeping experience. In college, we worked the grounds crew for our college's baseball team.
Yeah, that was fun. We got to go to all the games and basically sit on the field for free.
I remember they gave us like $25 a game, and then they gave us lunch.
Yep,
which was a pretty good deal.
Yeah, it was a great deal, and all the sunflower seeds we could eat.
That's true. We would work like 2 hours basically and get a free lunch out of it, right?
Did you ever? So the days that the visiting team came in, like Thursday, it was usually like Thursdays or Tuesdays. When they got into town, they would like get on the field and practice, and they would pay us cash. I don't remember who was with. It may have just been me and the other dude. Like that. Remember that old guy that hired us?
Yeah, that guy's hilarious. I never got to do whatever you're about to say.
Yeah,
I'm jealous.
Yeah, they would just pay us cash to dress the field after they practice for him.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I'd get like I think he split it like 70-30, and I was perfectly fine with that because I was still coming away with like $50.
Dude, in college that'll last us like 2 weeks.
Oh yeah, that was amazing. I was going to Red Lobster because I could afford it then.
Yeah. Poor Sonic. This is a better thing to do with your anger than, like, I don't know, maybe drugs or violence. Just run real fast.
Just run really fast. Sonic, they did a great job with him.
He looks great.
They really did. Especially I was trying to figure it out if does he look that good just because our expectations were so low after that first depiction that came out? Or does it actually look that good? I think it actually looks that good.
Yeah, and I mean, I know nothing about like the production schedule, obviously, of like animation. But if I remember right, when the redesign happened because of the fan backlash, I think almost all of the work was done on the movie. So I mean, it was expensive, and I'm pretty sure it pushed back the release date of the film to redo it.
I'm almost positive that the release date got pushed back.
Like a year, right? It was like a really substantial.
That sounds right.
Because I remember Jim Carrey was at the Academy Awards, and he made some joke, like they went to his table in between awards and like had some gag set up with him. And he mentioned like, I'll be here next year for my movie that's coming out, Sonic the Hedgehog. And everyone like laughed. And then Sonic the Hedgehog was like, did not come out the next year.
And then it's actually better than a lot of people thought.
Yeah, I mean, he was obviously in on the joke. Like, it's not going to win an Oscar, but
right.
We'll get in. I'm actually surprised he still hasn't shown up yet in the movie.
It takes a while for him to show up. I think we got another maybe 5-10 minutes here because I believe he meets Sonic. Tom and Sonic meet first.
Yeah,
and then Robotnik comes in.
I think so. I think I've said this on the pod several times. I, as a kid, was a massive Sonic fan. I used to illustrate like Sonic, Knuckles, Tails, all these characters. And then this is when I was like 4 or 5 before I could even write. And then my mom, I would have her dictate the story. So I would be like, all right, this is what's happening. And she would write like what I was saying on all my illustrations. And we stapled them together, and I still have them. They're like comic books that I basically made.
Fucking awesome, dude.
Yeah. Because Sonic is easy to draw, because in the video game, when you jump and it goes into his ball, he's just literally like a ball with spikes.
Yeah, just like those blue feathers.
Yeah, so I was like, I can fucking draw that. Answered by Sean.
It's not even a country.
Country yet. I have to call in Dr. Robotnik. I mean, he's our ace in the hole.
Yeah.
So they think an EMP went off?
I think so, yeah. This is...
All right, as the man enters, here's your boy, Neil McDonough,
Yeah.
who Brian Banner has met.
Yeah. He's a really, really nice guy.
He seems like it. So I'll be honest, Brian, when this movie came out, by the way, they recycled that same shot with him. Just used it twice. Ridiculous. Jim Carrey, I was like, his best days are behind him, which is okay. He still had a legendary career. When I saw this movie, I was like, dude, this was I don't know how much more of his fastball he has, but this to me was a vintage Jim Carrey performance.
Yeah, this is back when he was having fun, right?
Yes.
Also, how long he took a long break. Like he actually said he was never acting again. Like he was done. And he came back just for this role.
Yeah, and I've seen him do a lot of interviews, and he's like really disenchanted with the whole like bullshit in Hollywood. But I think this is an IP that he thinks is a lot of fun. And they're pretty much just like, dude, you do whatever the fuck you want, and we'll just keep the cameras rolling. Like, no pressure. Like, what's someone going to criticize Sonic the Hedgehog? And like, shut the fuck up, you know?
It's Sonic the Hedgehog. You know what you're getting into.
Exactly. You can
Dude,
play
his
this
little
genius.
glove thing.
I know. It's like Tony Stark wishes he had half this shit. Supposedly, I didn't watch it on YouTube yet because I figured there might be spoilers, but there's like an insane improv reel of him in the third one, just like all the shit that didn't make it into the movie.
That's the real movie right there.
Dude, in the video games, Robotnik is a fucking menace. You don't even mind that he's the boss of like every level because he's like it's always different what he's in.
Jim Carrey is a fucking legend, man. I know he kind of got overdone there at the end, but still, I agree. This is vintage Jim Carrey. I can't get enough of it.
No. He's a comedic genius, albeit his style is, after a while, it can get grating. I get it. But when he's on, he's on. Like, there's really nothing that equals a Jim Carrey gag.
Ah, so it's his footprint and a shoe print. Why doesn't he steal more shoes?
It's just not right. This guy with him, I can't remember his like sidekick. I can't remember the exact scenario, but when he ends up like managing that coffee shop, it's fucking hilarious. He just like waits. He just like waits for the call from Robotnik. He's like, but in between, I'll make a few caramel macchiatos.
Big caramel macchiato fan.
Imagine this setup for the game. Like on Sundays, get fucking Red Zone on one of these, your game on one TV.
You know, there's a keg back there too.
I mean, this whole thing is half kegerator.
It's true. It's just It's like veins. It's just running through the walls.
He's got a summer ale on tap on one of these. He's got a lager, obviously. We're not animals.
Obvi. Got a dark stout for you freaks out there.
Fucking weirdos. And then he's got an IPA for Nate Thurmond, who he's obsessed with them now.
So we need sniffing dogs and robots?
What we need is a little bit of analog and then a little bit of digital, you know? Well, next century and then a little last century. The dogs also are just cute. You can pet them.
It's true.
That beanbag chair is probably got to go. Let's be honest.
Yeah, it's done. That's one of the things that you leave when you move out.
Or you got to flip it over. Although I would guess that the other side's probably worse.
Now, yeah, that's already been flipped at least once.
How old do you have to be? Like, what's the age where like you can no longer sit in a beanbag chair without it fucking up your back royally?
Oof.
31.
Yeah.
Like I'm well.
I know. I hit it a while ago.
Yeah, I'm not even close. I could sit in it. I can't get out of it.
That's the key right there. Oh, that's cute. We're gonna map our way there.
Now, if I remember right, his at this point they're just boyfriend girlfriend. Her sister fucking hates James Marsden, right? Or does she hate him because of shit that happens in this movie?
I think she just fucking hates him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is she in the White Lotus? I think she is.
I think she is, yeah.
And I think she's the one coming back for this season.
Is she?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Those fucking raccoons.
Those fucking raccoons.
Again, more donuts. Jesus, dude. How is he not 300 pounds?
Works out, man.
And that Cyclops diet.
My Instagram algorithm is getting fucked up because there's been a lot of weird raccoon videos on there recently.
Yeah?
Yeah. There's some good ones. Don't get me wrong, they're funny, but just volume wise, we need to tone it down. Meta.
Yeah, chill. Okay, I guess they are married because she said divorce. You know what? It's the sister that actually gets married in the second one, or that's the story arc. So when I said James Marsden's character in the wedding arc, that's what I meant. He's like a groomsman or something, and it like kind of takes over too much of the plot. The way cops hold the flashlight with the gun is so fucking cool.
Oh yeah.
That's one way to slow him down.
Yeah.
So he just says a location. No, he has to picture it in his mind.
Picture
right?
it in his mind. Yeah, that's what it is. And there's all the bag. There are all the coins.
You know, this is pathetic. I think that bag was CGI. Like, we can't just get a fucking sack.
No, that 100% was CGI. That whole scene was.
We spent too much on donuts.
Pokes him with the spatula. Wonder how much tranquilizer he gave him.
Yeah, he's a little dude, but like,
but he's got to metabolize fast, right?
For sure, and he's like raccoon size. That's what we were hoping to take out and kill.
That's true. That's true. Honestly, I don't know if it would have been enough to take him out.
Yeah, some of these raccoons need a double dose.
Donut Lord?
You're not here to abduct me, are you? Bro, you fucking shot me.
You shot me.
To be honest, Donut Lord, there are worse nicknames.
Oh, yes. So there it is.
Look, while you're here, can you look at some of these Zillow listings my wife is making me check out?
Like, we're kind of in a fight about it, but I've just kind of, I kind of do like this one.
You could be the tiebreaker on some of these. What would be worse, an RV like this, or like an RV and it's like your fucking like neighbor who, or like Vegas vacation? It's like your distant uncle who's like, I'm here to stay for a week. I'd rather it's Robotnik trying to kill me.
Yeah, probably. Actually, no, 100%. I think me and Robotnik might get along in a weird way.
Well, you're both mad scientists.
Sure, we are. But who's madder?
It's impossible to tell. It had to be based on the situation. I will say he has a higher budget than you have at your disposal.
Yeah, that is 1,000% true.
I'm jealous. Every like movie house has like an attic with like full floorboards.
Yeah, no, it's a whole nother like floor of the house.
It's total bullshit.
Yeah, my house definitely doesn't have that. I could use the extra space though.
100%. Good morning, my rural chum.
I'm from the power company. Clearly.
Spence. Oh, caught you, bitch.
Oh,
Damn, Spencer doesn't even play softball.
oh man, an ultimate frisbee guy? Gross. Actually,
Yeah,
ultimate frisbee's a lot of fun. I mean, I can't play it anymore, but
yeah, I don't play it like competitively.
we did intramurals of it. That was fun.
Yeah, that was fun.
Tom, who's a dentist, who's Tim.
It's like, yeah, my dentist calls me Tim, and I just never wanted to correct him. If Amazon had this drone technology, you know how much faster we'd all get our packages. I'm not saying you can't still use your powers for evil Robotnik, but also, do a little something for the common good.
Well, you would think that he would have to sell the technology, at least to some extent, just to fund everything, right?
Yeah. Robot skis.
They've got weird, good chemistry together.
Yeah, I always wonder, like, if you're a guy like James Marsden, acting with someone like Jim Carrey must be great, because James Marsden is, I just feel like, such a giver in scenes. Like, he
He
doesn't
is.
need.
He
He's
stays in
willing
his
to be,
lane.
yeah, he's willing to be the straight man, and he'll just dish the ball off.
He can give it a little bit here.
Nice, rub
My
that in my
orphan
orphan
face.
face. It's just not the time to brag about it, Tom.
See, this is the scenes right here that I feel like they had to have improvised, and especially seeing Marsden on what was that, like
Jury duty.
Jury Duty? Yeah, like he can improv pretty good. I feel like so
Yeah.
them just ad libbing and improving, feeding off of each other. That's the cuts I want to see.
Marsman it's like the way that he like reads Carrie. He's like, all right, Carrie's gonna go big, so I'll go small and in tandem. Because if you're improvising with Jim Carrey, dude, you don't want to out Jim Carrey him.
You can't out. Yeah, you're never gonna out carry Jim
right.
Carrey.
So why, like, it's a fool's errand. You're gonna make yourself look bad, and it's not gonna play well next to him. That's the ball that I would always draw in my comics.
First time we get it, it's pretty cool.
The old act like I'm walking away and then push past you classic line. Oh, the dude, this raccoon is having the day of his fucking life. I always wondered, like, with doggy doors, why don't like
tranquilizer gun now?
Why don't other animals get in more often? Oh no.
Yeah, I don't know. I've never thought of it. Maybe because they aren't trained to go in and out of it. I don't know. I got nothing.
That mustache is pretty fucking epic. That drone kind of looks like at the end of She-Hulk, that drone that they have. Kevin,
like
that's Kevin. What they call it.
Yeah. It also kind of looks like the drones that they use for in Spider-Man.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Mysterio and
Mysterio's, shit. Yeah. That was a fun twist. I liked that one.
Oh shit.
It's got real fast.
All right, well, yeah, that Zillow listing looks a lot more appealing now in San Francisco. Your trank gun isn't going to do much against his drone.
He said, "Stay behind me."
He's like, I watched WWE 3 nights ago. I know what I'm doing.
I know what I'm doing. It's like riding one of those mechanical bulls. Except this is shooting everything.
This is the bachelorette party that Sonic will never get to have. So Robotnik, he doesn't know about Sonic. He's just very intrigued by whatever caused that power outage, right?
I
He's
think
not been
so
like,
because I think they know that it was a large amount of energy is what caused it,
okay,
and
I
so
didn't know if
he wants to harness that energy.
that makes sense. He's power hungry. It's sick.
Yeah,
That's why he's on his third marriage in 6 years.
yeah. Well, okay, the first two don't.
Okay,
count.
yeah, there's other reasons. My God, minor drug problem. This guy needs to just go clean shaven because you're not going to out facial hair Robotnik.
No.
It's a fool's errand.
Now I will say his suit looks nice.
Yeah, I mean the fashion sense of this crew is on point.
Yeah.
I wonder if Jim Carrey actually grew a mustache or if that was.
Oh no, that's 100% a real mustache. There's no doubt in my mind about that.
See, that stupid glasses gag just works for me.
It does. Bring that quill.
I know Geiger watched it. Did you ever watch the Knuckles series?
No, I haven't.
Paramount Plus. So I didn't see it, but I don't think it's essential viewing for the third one, but it actually involves the cop who works with Tom. It's him and Knuckles, and it's like a road trip movie that they go on.
Huh.
It's a series, but it would be like film the way they set it up. I think Sonic is really just a Warriors fan, and he wants to go to San Francisco to meet Steph and then tell Draymond to stop flopping.
It's disgusting. You're ruining the game.
Yeah. I forgot there's at least one, maybe two cool car chase scenes in this movie.
I remember this.
There's a set piece where Sonic is it's almost like he's jet skiing, but he's doing it on the road, tied to one of the cars.
I remember that one. It's West straight shot. Can't miss it.
So the other thing we need to know, crash in the cold, dark water, is obviously Sonic can get places very quickly, but how quickly does he get tired?
That's a great question. And he's got to be burning so many calories. How is he not just constantly eating?
Yeah, for his body to function and survive, you would think he would have to be just housing. I do know he loves chili dogs in the game and the comics. Yeah,
did not know that. I wasn't a huge Sega Sonic guy growing up.
I remember, I actually think the games of my Sonic, things you could digest with the character, was one of my least favorite things. There was a cartoon show, which was pretty cool. And then there was a comic series that I had all the comics. The theme song to the cartoon show, I remember, was an absolute fucking banger.
I'll have to look that up after this.
Which, every 90s cartoon show, I don't know if it was the same couple people writing them, but I feel like all the shows we watched as 90 kids, banger intro songs.
Oh, yeah. X-Men, Gargoyles.
Oh my God, dude, the score to Gargoyles. It's on my workout playlist, and when that thing comes on, I just take the weight and throw it across the gym.
World's largest rubber band roll.
I love stupid fucking attractions.
You're right. It was lame. Got you a mouse pad.
But I also spent $800 in the gift shop, though. Is this the two-step scene?
Excuse me. I always like how you have to put a hat on to look inconspicuous.
Oh yeah, I mean nothing
Like
makes you look.
people that don't have hats on are very conspicuous.
And usually a hat with nothing on it, which to me is the most fucking serial killer move of all time. Like
Yeah,
this,
just
there's nothing on the hat. Was it just
a
a
no
plain ass
branded
hat?
hat. Yeah. Who
I'd
has just
rather
a brown trucker hat? A
Yeah, I'd rather
serial
just have
killer.
poop on it. You'd be like, okay, at least that you're making a statement about something.
Yeah. Or even just like a design.
In 2020, when this movie came out, I don't think that phone booths still existed.
Absolutely not.
This is like Mad Max Fury Road meets season 3 of Nashville. Like, we're hard, but no one use foul language, all right? We're going to do crystal meth, but I don't want anyone dropping an F-bomb. I love in movies is because it's the gag. That's this guy is Wade. He's like the star of the Knuckles show. I love in movies when like someone, usually it's like a creature or like some type of monster, will go into a place and they'll just put like, this happens in the Ninja Turtle movies a lot. They'll just put like a coat and like glasses on and no one notices the fact that they're like obviously not human.
I know. Raphael does that all the time.
Yeah, I'll just walk around with a trench coat and like a hat on. Everyone's like,
Yeah.
you're welcome into the Met Gala.
It's weird. I mean, you're still wearing your eye mask thing, which is weird, but
His last name, Wachowski, it's way close to Mike Wazowski. Really going
so specific.
Robotnik's going through some shit right here. Oh, so did he kill the bully with technology?
I bet this is probably the hardest part, like of them for Marsden of them interacting, because they're not actually like face to face, you know?
Yeah.
Probably not even on set the same day, right?
No, I mean, yeah, probably not. Although if you get one of their shoots done before the other, they could like play off the audio of it, which would be.
That's true.
It's bothering me how his sidekick, and I'm sure they framed it this way on purpose, but those moose antlers on the wall were like perfectly aligned with his head the entire shot.
Damn, I missed it.
Wade, I don't know if you remember this. I don't know why I do because I'm a sick fuck. Wade, that guy has a cameo in Iron Man 3. He's the one where
he's in the back of the truck. That's right.
Exactly, yeah, and he's like
I have a tattoo of you.
Yeah.
They based it off a doll I made.
A doll, so it's not like as accurate, and he has like the facial hair that looks like Tony.
I've kind of modeled my look off of someone.
Yeah, the fact that Tom like immediately spots him from behind, he's like, "This is not a disguise."
You're also what, maybe 2.5 feet tall?
Yeah. And damn it, you're actually pulling off my aviators. What do you think he acts with on set, James Marsden? Because Rocket Raccoon, they had Sean Gunn in like the green suit, and he would be like on his knees most of the time. But I feel like Sonic does a lot more, I mean, movement than Rocket does.
Yeah, there may be like some tennis ball things or something that they have him look at, or like he has a point that obviously that he looks at. Maybe they have a kid stand in for it.
Oh, you could do that. You know, I'm glad Sonic went in here when he did, because in 30 minutes happy hour ends, and they have that PBR and whiskey shot special for $5. Sonic is definitely a PBR guy.
For sure.
See, so I don't get where his knowledge starts and ends. Like, he knows English, he can write, but he's never sat on a bar stool before.
He's never left the woods because he's been hiding all this time.
But he stole a bunch of stuff.
I mean, we prefer strategically
acquired. Yeah, you're right.
All right, hold down the fort for a minute.
I got it. With this much plaid on the screen, you'd think they were in fucking Canada. Tom's a cocky dart player. The chain nets, I mean, it's like, are we in a prison? That's not a slam dunk, Sonic, I'm sorry to say. There is a motif. I haven't seen the third one yet, but in the second one, there's a very similar dance scene that Sonic and Tails partake in a bar on like a mountainside. Kind of a highlight of the movie, if I'm being honest.
This is when they're like doing his bucket list, right?
Yeah, but some of the stuff, I mean, I'll give it to him. We're acting like he's a Make-A-Wish kid, but they were playing Pop Shot, and he crossed off do a slam dunk. And I'm like, that's not really,
no.
You didn't do that. Getting in bar fights, I was just saying, it is a trend in these two movies, because in the second one, him and Tails get in that like dance off with the Russian guys or whatever.
Yeah.
In the bar. Sonic is the friend.
Is Sonic drinking a beer? Is Sonic a beer guy?
Just a sip, dude. Jesus.
I'm just asking.
What's these guys' problems? Are they racist? I mean, probably, but is that what the problem is here?
Yeah.
Although I will say, good diversity for this gang that they have an African American in it, because these guys could definitely be skinheads.
Yeah, I think they've got a white guy, an African American, and a Hispanic guy.
Yeah, it's like the start of a really bad joke. Nothing more classic in a movie than a fight breaking out because someone accidentally bumps into someone else.
Yep.
Everyone's in this. We got women, probably children. There's a priest in the background that has a guy in a headlock.
You know who we need here? That CGI is pretty bad right there.
Yeah.
We need Patrick Swayze. He's the only one that can clean this up.
I mean, this thing will be over in 4 seconds, and then he would have banged every person's wife in the room as well.
At least 3 times.
Okay, Banner, I don't want to shit on this scene, but I mean, at this point, the slow-mo running guy thing, like Quicksilver's done it at least twice before this.
I mean, it's been done at least 4 times off the top of my head, I think.
Yeah. Is it Days of Future Past where it's the Magneto rescue scene and it's like the iconic one that he does?
Yes.
And then he does another one in I think it's Apocalypse, right? Yeah. Where saves the school from getting destroyed.
Yeah, and then I believe they do it again at the end to get like Storm close to Apocalypse or something.
Yeah. There was, I think, the chili dog reference when he ate those chili dogs.
I mean, people around that's what makes those other ones cool is you can still tell other people are still moving while this is happening. This just looks like everybody's frozen. Yeah. And he's running around everybody.
And I'm not going to say this in earnest because it's a Sonic the Hedgehog movie, but the logic around his speed, there's like a vast disparity between like, I just ran around the whole place in 1/10 of a second versus he sprints to the Pacific Ocean and sprints back.
Yeah, that is very true.
All that, and Tom saved the beer. I mean, that is commendable, right?
Yeah, there. That's the real win here.
I don't know what these drinks are, but on the menu, Yo Mama is only $2. I mean, fuck, I'll try it.
Yeah, for $2. I'm wasting money if I don't try it.
Exactly. We lose money if we don't give it a shot. I've always wanted to do that, slide across the hood of a car.
Yeah, never had the opportunity before.
One thing I will say about Tom and Sonic, they brought this group of cowboys together because there was a lot of arguing going on in that bar, but now everyone wants to kill them. So they've united under a common goal.
That's true. So they should really be thanking them, actually.
Hate brings people together. Banner, there's like a clicking in the background. I don't know what it is. Up here.
Probably just me messing with that paper.
Oh, okay.
Is it gone now?
Yeah.
The dog is also eating some food.
Maybe that's what it is. It's a very bro moment when you get in a fight with your boy and you both go back and you ice your jaws. It's like, fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah. It's a rite of passage.
And then you talk about like all the shit you were gonna do. Like, dude, I was about to get that guy in a fucking headlock and just snap his neck, and I was this close.
Just reminds me of I would say fun night, but I actually don't think it was that much fun.
It was
a night in college.
I mean, almost.
It was an experience. I'll say that.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I missed most of it. Like, I don't know where I was, but I came back and shit had already kind of hit the fan.
Yeah, it was fucking wild. Nate Thurman got hit in the face, like blindsided. It was wild. Because his window got broke.
Yeah, I forgot about that. The sort of shit in college that just did not face us. So kind of like Sonic.
Yeah, no, you just roll with the punches at that point.
Literally. Oh, his Long Claw is his mom's name. Okay, I couldn't remember.
Oh, now, that makes sense because she's the owl with a long claw. I got it.
So I hate to be that guy, but like, he thinks she's still alive all this time and just chose not to come find him. Come on, buddy.
No, dude, she got shot through the fucking heart. That bitch is dead. I bet he sleeps hard at the end of the night too.
He said, "I ate a chili dog. That's why my farts smell." Worth it.
Yeah, do it again in a heartbeat.
What if one of them at the bottom was like, have a foursome with Russian hookers? Like, why is that crossed off? When did you do that? That's the best picture we can get of Tom.
I was just about to say that. I had to second guess myself. I was like, wait a minute. James Franco's not in this movie, right?
I love how this guy's not a snitch.
Snitches get stitches, man.
It's funny because, like, it's just the beauty of roughneck culture. I mean, not like actual roughnecks on like oil rigs, but like this guy a second ago wanted to kill Tom and snap his neck, but he's like, we got in a bar fight and that
he's still got his back. There's some respect.
Gotcha, bitch.
Love the scientific with the weather conditions.
So now we're all the way up in Oregon, it looks like.
Yeah, they're headed down to San Francisco, right? To find the coins. Right.
So why is there like a manhunt for Tom? Like, if the news is like he stole a blue electric hedgehog, would people be like, okay, we're gonna mobilize like the CIA?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, that's probably not even hot news in today's news. Hey, we're looking for a guy. Yeah, we're looking for a guy with a little blue creature.
It's like in Zoolander when they try to get Hansel's help and they say, Derek has been brainwashed to kill the Prime Minister of Malaysia. And Hansel goes, and?
And?
He's like, that does not move the needle for me anymore, hun.
Road trip like this. Do you drive with the window down, up, cracked?
Can't have the window down, dude.
No.
Come on.
See, it looks like he has the window down, right? I can't do it.
Yeah, maybe Sonic smells or something and they're trying to air it out.
He did eat a chili dog.
He's probably been ripping ass this whole car ride.
He's like, look, I'm just saying, whenever we get to a bathroom, we're gonna have to stop, and I'm gonna be a minute, okay?
We just stopped. That was number 1. It's a Sonic's pissed. He's like, bro, Green Hills. If you leave, imagine how out of control shit's gonna get. Now, I cut myself off, but this scene to me, when I think of Jim Carrey throwback performance, this is what I think.
This is it. Yeah. The cool thing about this too is like, all of this around him is put in later.
Oh, 100%.
So they're reacting off of what he's doing, and he is just doing it.
On set this day, you were like, it's just Jim, it's just green screen, and we're just gonna fucking let him go crazy.
Yeah. I'm gonna go over here and eat a couple donuts. We're gonna hit play, or we're gonna hit record. Grab a couple donuts. If anybody says anything, I'll fucking kill you.
I actually have let me look it up. A couple Horns fun facts about Jim Carrey in this
We haven't had a Horns fun fact in a while.
Yeah, it's been too long, really. Hold up here. These are always according to IMDb, so that's sort of my caveat with these. All right. Jim Carrey remarked during his press promotion for the film that, quote, very little of the dialogue from the pages of the script ended up in the movie, end quote. He was given a lot of creative freedom for his nonverbal scenes, like this, receiving basic instructions like, quote, here's the room and this is the music, just do something to go with it, end quote.
That's amazing.
Oh, this makes sense, Brian. What attracted Jim Carrey to this project more than anything else was that his daughter was a big fan of the Sonic the Hedgehog games growing up.
Yeah, that's perfect. Why else would you be interested in something like this?
Yeah.
And why else would they make this? They make it for those kind of people.
Yeah. Jim Carrey entirely improvised Dr. Robotnik's dance scene, of course. Carrey also recommended the song Where Evil Grows, which he had heard as a child. This scene was the set piece I was thinking of.
Pretty sure your truck would be fucked if you took that harpoon to the dashboard like that.
Yeah, and he only has liability insurance, so we're paying for this out of pocket. Kind of getting Batman vibes with the Prowler, how it like turns into the Bat cycle in the Dark Knight.
The look of it, I'm getting some Transformer vibes.
Could definitely see it. Winter Soldier vibes right here. That's his move, remember?
That is.
It's so funny to see that done to like a minivan. Typically, it's like some military vehicle or something.
The kid's like, I got it. So does he know how to charge himself up now?
That's a good question. He's done it, I don't even know, intentionally both times this movie. Yeah, this is the scene I was thinking of.
Yeah.
This would be such a fun level in a video game.
Oh, the chase levels are always so much fun. Because you got three sections too, and it's just like a video game. You got the big one, the little one, and then the littler one.
The smaller guy, yeah. That thing has given me vibes from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles arcade game. You fight like a lot of these robots that kind of look like this.
I know it's Sonic. I don't want to be nitpicky, but there's no way he can reach the pedal and drive at the same time.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe he has, like in Temple of Doom, what Ke Huy Quan's character uses, like those. He's reading the owner's manual. What in here tells you how to drive? No, I don't. It's more like what the gauges mean. The Toyota Tacoma, very durable.
I almost got a Tacoma, actually. I like them.
I've heard good things. What Robotnik has on them with technology, they have in terms of durability. It can get even
Oh,
smaller.
man.
That's what she said.
Jesus.
It's like the noisy cricket in Men in Black. Just because it's tiny doesn't mean it's not powerful.
What does that do? Like cutting the top off?
Yeah,
Do we just do that just because?
Because we can, and now they look like Thelma and Louise. It's like it's a lighter, basically, like on the old, like pretty much every sedan used to have those.
Like the cigarette outlet one, like that you like push in and it gets hot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then people would take it out and you would use it to like put your car charger in for things.
Yeah.
This is annoying. Yeah. I mean, it's kind of hard to believe. Maybe it's just because battle of attrition, but the smallest one was by far the most effective.
Yeah. I mean, why didn't we just start with that? Like, let's take 5 of those, shoot them at the truck. Surely you're bound to hit at least one of them on there, right? That's all you need.
One's all it takes. And I know Robotnik isn't very budget conscious, but think about how much less expensive that would be. We could get our per diem on road trips would be increased because we'd be able to get nicer dinners.
Yeah. We might not have to share rooms.
Nothing a villain hates more than when his sidekick compliments the good guy.
It happens more often than you think, you know?
Pin yourself to the wall. I'm not even going to do that part. You choke yourself out. Oh, double agent, huh? Or just a Sonic stan? Oh, or maybe he just realized he could actually use his power against him. Are you a little surprised it took so long to get a Sonic movie?
No, I'm really not, actually.
Because I think we're at a point with video game movies where I don't want to say studios had like given up on them, but I mean, like how many have there been that have been just really, really, really bad?
More than have been good. I think the problem with video game movies in the past is a lot of the movies that they tried to make or these games that they tried to adapt already have great stories.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas like Mario and Sonic, it's a lot vaguer, and you have a broader world that you get to create, as opposed to say a Tomb Raider where the world has already been created.
Yeah, it's just like how do you I don't know, adapting it. Everyone has like, I think if you like the game and you go see the movie and they take like certain liberties to make it work as like a narrative, it just pisses a lot of people off.
Yeah.
Like Mortal Kombat, for example. Yes, there is a backstory to it, and it's a really cool fucking idea. But like that game in and of itself isn't really a story. It's just like, let me fight the next guy.
Yeah.
And it's also, if you think about the gaming community, a lot of those stories are so, I guess creative is the way to put it, that they're just inaccessible to other people. Like people go in and they're like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah. Well, yeah, whenever you buy a game and then you get invested in the story, you already are preconceived to the genre and like what's going on. You're already believing the story because you want to play the game, right?
Yeah, like you're involved in it. So you almost care less about the story because you're like running everything. It'd be funny if Robotnik doesn't have Spotify without ads. So in the middle of this, he gets like a Geico commercial. Evil Lab.
Evil Lab.
Is this what your circuit breaker looks like?
Oh, mine's not labeled.
So if like someone else has to go in and reset it, you're like, yeah, this is Jim Carrey right here, humping the air.
Yeah. Spinning, grabbing something, using and dancing with it.
Like, what is this? He's got some sick vehicles, like that one in the background. I can't wait to fucking bust that thing out.
That's what Robotnik is known for.
Yeah.
You never just fight him, right? He's always in like some sort of vessel.
I think in the third one, based on like clips that I've seen, he like clones himself or something. So there's two Jim Carreys.
I don't know. That might we may have crossed the line.
We'll see. I'm excited to check it out. It says herpes positive. He's like, well, that's not what I meant to test for, but that's interesting.
But yeah, I've got to have some really tough conversations now.
Yeah, we got to call up a lot of other hedgehogs. Like, you might want to get tested too.
Yeah. So is she a vet, right?
I think she is. Yeah.
For some reason, I thought she was a vet.
Maybe she's an like paramedic. I forgot how long it takes him to get his shoes.
Yeah, that's like almost the beginning of the third act, right?
Yeah, he's like the Cucumbas in Hardball. Like, it takes him forever to get their like cool fucking uniforms. Check out our Hardball movie commentary.
That was a good one.
It's a great movie. They had to tie her up.
Like, tie her up with jump ropes.
It was like Dennis Rodman on the 96 Bulls. They're like, look, when the game is on the line, we will have to strap you to the bench. All right, we got to have a serious conversation here. They have a bowl of lemons out in the open.
Too many lemons.
Too many lemons. Well, that's not a fruit that you display, right? Don't you display fruits you would, in theory, pick up and like eat, like an orange, an apple, a banana, a pear?
Yeah, that's what I would think.
You don't have like lemons, and I'm trying to think of another example. Like, you wouldn't have like big melons out. It's the Brock president. Why is she pretzel lady? I mean, I'm assuming she eats pretzels.
Yeah, I don't quite understand that one, but
all of his names for people are based on the foods they eat. It's a bit off-putting.
Yeah, we all know what my food would be. My name would be.
I knew she had this freak out in her and was just waiting to unleash it.
Yeah. You could see it in her eyes. It had been building for a little while. Since the Zillow fight, they never really hashed that out, you know?
Yeah, he's probably going to have to...
They just kind of left it.
He's probably going to have to let her win that one. It sucks when you realize Crazy Carl's right. Can we just call him Carl now?
Yeah, I was going to say. I think everybody else is crazy now.
But is Carl like, you know what? You can keep calling me Crazy Carl because all my branding is centered, like my social media is my apparel brand.
It's just a pain in the ass to change it all now at this point.
Yeah.
I have to change my password every 90 days as it is, you know, so.
That's sweet of her to hook him up with some kicks.
Yeah, she's not the problem, right?
No, she's part of the solution.
These aren't like his, though, right? Those aren't the shoes, right?
I think they are, man.
Or are they?
The vintage reds. The red just looks so good on his whole, like, aesthetic. Those old shoes we got to take to Cooperstown after that baseball performance.
Oh, yeah.
Pretty impressive. This is one of my problems in movies. Geiger always talks about how, like, when we were kids, like every 90s movie, it would be like kids beating up adults. And he was like, yeah, as an 8-year-old, I had an irrational sense of confidence. Like, I could fight adults and beat them up. In movies, whenever I see someone get tied up or like restrained, I'm like, dude, I could fucking get out of that.
That's where I'm at, is like, try and tie me up. Like, in fact, I'll let you tie me up with 3 jump ropes.
Go for it. Like that one, like at the very top on her shoulders, that is doing nothing.
Absolutely nothing.
Dude,
honestly, the toughest part about that is the ones on her hands.
Yeah. And a lot of times when I see some of these ties, I'm like, was she just like sitting there cooperative the whole time? Because it would take a while to get all those on her.
I mean, they do have a history of tranking people, so it could have been
That's
that.
true. Yes, offense, but she's gonna need a couple darts to take her out.
Yeah, let's put that bitch on semi-auto.
He did recon pretty quick. If he ever
did.
wants to be a criminal after this, we have some skills that could be very valuable, like Liam Neeson level skills.
Come on, not that.
Right. I mean, like adjacent. Liam Neeson adjacent. That's how serious
it is.
Wow,
just like that.
And these fucking corporate guys, they're just on their phones. Like
email.
You're not in the moment. No, I don't have a kid in the bag.
It's not a child.
Such a kidder. You know, I don't think they call the police, so they're just as bad as he is.
Yeah, I mean, at that point, you're liable, right?
If this is a helipad, it is very small.
I don't think so. I think it's just the side of the building.
Is the bag there too? Because we had a little pod in that thing also.
Yeah, he's got the bag around him now.
Okay, good.
That little rope.
He looks like a fucking American in Europe, like touring around.
All he needs is a poncho now.
Yeah. And like his sweater tied around his waist. Why was that ever a look?
I don't know. But like what, late 90s, early 2000s? Like
yeah, it was like a fashion thing.
Yeah, like if you didn't look like that, you were a nerd.
Like, so I remember sometimes people would bring a sweater just tied around their waist. Like, you're not even wearing it. It's like, well, no, just if I need it, it's around my waist.
No, it's 90 degrees outside. Why would I wear it?
Yeah, but if the seasons change, then I have one here as a backup. So he's trying to go back to
where
Longclaw?
Owlclaw? Yeah, Longclaw, not Owlclaw.
What prompted him? This is probably said in the very beginning of the movie. What prompted him to think now's the time to go home? Because he's had those rings forever, right? Like since he got
I think it's because he's discovered now. So I think now he has to go.
Oh, okay.
Now he's going to try and go back because he's not technically safe anymore. Now, why going back to the place where your mom died? And I don't know why we keep calling her his mom. Is it his mom? Did she birth him?
I mean, we don't know. The orgy was pretty wild, so we don't. I mean,
okay.
We don't know who the dad is what I'm getting at.
I understand. That's how you get superpowers, kids.
100%. I wonder if he was going home or somewhere else, because on the map he had in the beginning, there was a bunch of different worlds, and there was a Chaos Emerald on the map, which actually I think they discover in the second one. It's like one of the big MacGuffins in the video game.
Ah. So Robotnik doesn't even know about the rings at this point.
I don't think so, which would only make him hornier to catch Sonic.
Yeah, I mean, that's called failing up at that point. Like
100%, yeah.
No, that's actually not a failing up. If he actually catches them, that's a bonus prize.
I wonder if he's obviously so power hungry, if he would care less about Sonic and more about the rings at that point. You
would think so, right? Because what does he need Sonic for if he can just go wherever to Portal?
Unless he's one of those guys who's like, you know what, I like to finish one task before I start another one.
Yeah, I mean, look, you got to see a project through. I respect that. So if I'm not mistaken, Robotnik has more of like a his hair is different, right? In the game. Obviously
Yes,
it's like isn't it like orange and it's like kind of pointy out to the sides?
yeah, in the game, and I think they change his look. I know in the second one he's like this, but towards the end of this movie they do. He's bald, fat, and has an orange like mustache. And, like
Okay, that's right. I knew there was
sideburns.
orange somewhere on there.
Yeah. These goggles are pretty badass, actually.
I was thinking that earlier. Yeah.
Oh yeah, so now he's powered by Sonic's quill.
But Sonic has tons of quills, right?
Yeah.
So it shouldn't matter. It's one quill.
But I think like getting them to that charge is something he either can't do often or he does like inadvertently.
Wow, that's fucked up. He's pushed him off the cliff.
It is.
I was not expecting that.
But I was expecting not to expect something, so it doesn't count. Again, I hate to like we're doing the slow-mo thing again.
You know, I at least I respect them that they're sticking to it. And just because it doesn't work,
Yeah.
they have a game plan and they're sticking to it.
I mean, I like this one better than the bar scene.
Again, I think it's because he's reacting to the things around him.
Yeah.
Where the other one, he wasn't really. I mean, I know he was, but he wasn't.
Definitely getting Avengers vibes here when Tony goes up into the portal.
Yeah, I can see that.
Oh, shit, Robotnik's got dildo of truth here. So he's hoping that he can throw him into one of these rings, right? It's like a sling ring in Doctor Strange.
I think so. Yeah, I think that's what he's trying to do. But they're everywhere now.
Clever.
Oh, there you go. Now we're using our minds.
Nice.
Ah, he brought him home. Beautiful.
All right, so this is now basically where the opening set piece picked off, right? Or picked up.
I believe, yeah, this more or less. Yeah.
Definite Back to the Future vibe.
I was just about to say that.
Crashing into someone's barn. Old Bessie gave birth.
Here we are. What are we? So what's this? Hour 40-minute movie?
Yeah, we have.
And we got 25 minutes, 26 minutes,
credits.
including credits.
Yeah, 23 left, including credits. So I'm probably looking at like 12, 13 minutes left.
It's not bad. I mean, this feels like we're about an hour in. So that's pretty good.
We got the big set.
That's what's nice about the Sonic movies. At least thus far, I obviously can't speak for the third one, but they don't overstay their welcome too much.
Yeah, the second one, once it like kind of feels like it's dragging in the second act, that like bar scene happens. It really kind of picks things up.
It picks itself back up. Yeah. That's a cool shot. I know it's completely drawn, but still very cool.
I mean, if you made a Sonic calendar, I would want this one to be like June.
Ooh, yeah, that's a summer. I was going to say that's a summer month for sure.
Also getting Avengers vibes here when Tony figures out the Chitauri can't bank a turn.
This is basically Avengers with one person.
Yeah. No, don't destroy San Francisco where the Golden State Warriors play. That'd be a shame.
Oh, darn.
That girl is the most bored I've ever seen anyone in my life.
He just happens to know French.
He knows everything.
So we're just gonna run around the world, right?
I mean,
surely his shoes already have holes in them, right?
These are New Balances, probably, man. Come on.
Okay. So is he wasting the rings every time he's doing this?
Yeah, I don't know if they go away or like.
Or does are they just laying around everywhere like they're in the game? You just find them.
Yeah, however many are in his sack. I don't know if he recovered all of them, but he's got to be close to running out.
Always love a good tornado, like a little fake tornado move.
create one on your own. If if there's
Yeah.
nothing there, you got to make your own. I forgot how cool the like ring concept is. I don't think in the game the rings do this, and I'm not complaining at all.
I was gonna say, I again, I'm not a big Sonic guy, but I don't know that I've ever remembered them having anything like this. Can you imagine just like sitting there on the patio trying to enjoy a nice Pinot, and all of a sudden a big fucking
That's where I'd be like,
spaceship comes out of a nothing?
I got roofied again.
Damn it! Let's get this over with.
Lettuce was 49 cents a head at that grocery store.
Steal.
Yeah. Nice, Tom.
There you go. This would be so ridiculous to be on set for.
Oh yeah, and I mean his exaggerations are like absurd. Robotnik, people underestimate his hand-to-hand combat. He's not he's not Swayze level in Roadhouse, but he's a threat. Like you might want to double team him.
Yeah, he's like a 3-and-D guy, you know? You got to respect it.
All good teams have one. Uh-oh, Wade sighting.
Oh, no.
And Crazy Carl?
And our Blue Devil.
Carl, why don't you put that down, bud?
Yeah.
Okay. He's been literally,
Yeah.
He's been praying for an opportunity to use this thing.
He bought it on sale.
Yeah, you got to use it then if you got a good deal on it. The emotional crescendo here.
Oh, man. Stand up for the little guy, you know?
And it hurts because it's true. That's all. That bucket list complete.
There it is. He made a real friend.
Such a smart directing move. You want to do the blue lightning, like make the set piece happen at night.
Yeah. I also like that we brought it back to where we started back in Montana.
Yeah.
Away from San Francisco.
He's like, he's all yours. Isosonic.
This is like Gordon Bombay versus what's his face from Team Iceland.
The dentist.
The dentist, that's right.
Right.
Yeah.
Spent more time in the penalty box than on the ice. Check out any of our Mighty Ducks commentary. Although, have we done all three? We skipped the first one for a long time. I couldn't remember.
I don't know. I know the second one is one of the biggest shit shows we've ever had on the pod.
Yeah, the whole do they live on campus, off campus? I'll say this about that's right. Getting sniper lasers pointed at you is almost a rite of passage because they don't do that to nobodies. You know, you got to be.
That's true. That's true. Also, I bet it's fucking terrifying.
Yeah.
See, so why is it not slow right here? Like when he's running through the missiles?
Brian.
Or is that because the ship is powered by his quill also?
Ooh, very possible. Levels the playing field.
Yeah.
If the ship had like a damage meter right now, it would be just getting fucked up.
Yeah, I mean we're probably at least 50% down now, right? Or is that just because it always comes in threes, right? So,
yeah.
So is that after that's the first one?
100%. If this in Smash Bros. The video game, they should add Donut Lord. That'd be a cool addition. Cool.
It's just a guy.
Yeah, just James Marsden with a bear claw.
The bear claw.
Great
That's his
visual.
power. Is he throws different donuts.
Okay,
Like,
this CGI, it looks fucking great.
yeah, this, like, if we're comparing this to something else, that was looking very Tron Legacy-ish.
Ooh, that's why I love this blue aesthetic so much.
Yeah.
Real quick on the Mighty Ducks, we have done all 3 movies,
Okay.
commentaries, and then we also did an episode in defense of villains, the Hawks from the Mighty Ducks, which I
Wasn't that
totally
hard?
forgot about. So yeah, wherever they sent Robotnik is the place that's going to, turn him into the Robotnik that we know from the video games.
Gotcha. Okay. So we almost got a little prequel of him, if you will. Because in the video games, like, he just already hates Sonic, right?
Yeah, I don't think we get much backstory on him except he's like a cookie cutter villain. I do think that there's either a post-credit scene that shows Robotnik kind of going insane there, or it's like the last scene in the movie. She's still tied up. Like, I find it hard to believe you wouldn't be able to get out of that as an adult, or
why is she
like,
not even trying?
Yeah, it's like she
and
wants
honestly,
to die.
that kid's gonna get hungry and want you to make her something to eat by then.
At this point, I think the kid needs to come to grips with you're on your own now. You're basically emancipated because someone tied a jump rope around the shoulders of your mother.
Yeah.
Yo, if this is the downtown in Green Hills, it's actually not it's kind of like a lively area for such a small town.
Yeah. I mean, it's a great stop sign to hang out at.
Oh, yeah. Wade was getting the chainsaw from Crazy Carl.
Carl, no.
You rented that from a Lowe's. You don't get to keep it. I want to see the Crazy Carl spin-off series on Paramount Plus.
It's called Texas Chainsaw Massacre. So they stayed. Man, he didn't take the job.
Come on, Tom.
Look, he's not a sellout. Didn't do it just for the money.
Yeah, he's like coupons for him. It is a membership to the Jelly of the Month Club. Wow. Yeah, we don't give these to just anybody.
No, very highest honor.
Now, it's only good for 3 months, and then you have to pay full price. Of course, yeah.
Naturally. Nothing's for free these days. $50 to Olive Garden. I don't like it. I'm not an Olive Garden fan, guys. Be honest with you.
Yeah, I don't think no one is. It's a young man's game, Olive Garden. The pasta or the unlimited breadsticks and salad would destroy me now.
Yeah, see, the thing is like, that sounds great, but also I'll just get a salad.
Yeah, it's true. I can just afford a salad now.
I don't have to gorge myself because I don't know when my next meal is coming like I used to have to.
Yeah, so Sonic is like their mail order bride. They just like keep him a secret. He doesn't have papers.
There was a joke in there, but we're not going to touch it.
No, it's fine.
My dog would be freaking the fuck out if Sonic showed up at her house.
Yeah, it would not be a quiet living room. So do you make Sonic pay rent or at least like utilities? How does this arrangement work?
Yeah, I mean, I think you do a flat fee for him.
Utilities included in that fee?
Yeah, flat fee, utilities, cable, internet included. And just ask them to help out at the groceries.
Right. And wash a dish every once in a while.
Yeah, I mean, don't be an animal. Put the toilet seat down when you're done.
Also, if you're going to be like gaming and Twitch streaming, we would need to upgrade the Wi-Fi, so I would like you to maybe pitch in a little bit on that too.
Yeah.
Because 200 megs isn't going to work for the whole house, even with the mesh.
And also, like, you can't be loud and run around after 9. I need my beauty sleep.
Yep. We all hear you up here. He's got a race car bed, very appropriate.
I bet it's fucking freezing up there in the wintertime in Montana.
Oh yeah, dude. He's
There's
either
zero
above,
insulation in that roof.
yeah, he's above all of it. Nice little like sanctum sanctorum window there, though.
Yeah. Oh, beautiful.
Right now, the dog's trying to kill him. It sounds like.
Yeah.
So they let him bring the nunchucks. That's good.
There it is. Sonic the Hedgehog.
Nice. Oh, here we go.
Oh,
Immediate Robotnik
excuse
scene.
me.
He's already fucking lost it. I wish he's been here. In my head, he's been here like 3 hours, and he's like already completely gone insane.
Okay, yeah, this is the Robotnik that I know.
Yeah, and he gets fat, at least with the second one. I can't remember how.
So he's gonna start to rebuild there.
In a weird way, I think he wanted this. It's a good challenge for him.
It is. I mean, when you hit the pinnacle, I mean, what is there to do after that? You know?
Yeah, him having the quill is a massive advantage too.
Yeah, that definitely helps. You know, when they're filming this, they're like, Jim, you don't have to walk that way. Yes, I do.
It's like, I believe I do. How many of these shrooms are like psychedelics? There's only one way to find out, right?
Yeah. Yeah, look, they're either edible or not. Somebody's gonna try.
This song, the Speed Me Up, what's his? It might be Wiz Khalifa. So there's a post-credit scene. We don't have to stay and watch the whole thing, but Tails shows up.
Yes. We'll have to do the second one sometime.
Definitely. Love the second one.
This is fun. Horn, Sonic the Hedgehog. Any last thoughts?
I think this is a good sign that this movie obviously produced very competent sequels, because it revitalized, in a way, the video game film. This was, and by that I mean they're like watchable, which is a huge step up. This, both its sequels, the Super Mario Brothers movie, the Mortal Kombat live action. This is a type of genre that has been just horrendous for the better part of 2 decades. And I don't want to say we've like cracked it, but we've at least gotten to the point where like they're not abominations anymore. And this is the start, I think, of a very consistent string of those types of films, which is great news.
Yeah. Now, I don't think we're going to get a Dark Knight comparison to a video game film, right? You have a comic book, The Dark Knight, adapted into this amazing film. I don't think we're going to ever get that with a video game movie. But these are competently made movies. There's a story arc that you could follow that's, you have bad guys trying to get this, good guys doing this. That's all you need. Like, just entertain me for an hour and 45 minutes.
Yeah, it used to be to the case where, and we would only say it half jokingly because it was very true, but when a video game movie would be like on the release schedule, we would say, well, if it's even decent, it will be the best video game movie of all time. And that's not necessarily a compliment. It's not the case anymore.
No, I mean, Super Mario Brothers and this both surprised the absolute hell out of me.
Yeah. And like you said, we'll have to do the second one. I'm very excited for the third one because I liked the first Sonic that we just watched. I loved the second.
I don't know that I've seen the second one all the way through, so I'm excited to finish it. Check it out.
Yeah, check it out.
All right, Horns. It was fun. It was great.
I want some donuts now.
I do too, man. But they're so bad for you.
They're horrible. I'll just dream about them.
Yeah, I'll probably still get some. Guys, we are the Bro Force Squad podcast. SpongeBob is now coming on my TV. You can check us out on our website, www.broforcesquad.com. Wherever you're listening to us, hit that subscribe, that like button, so you can make sure you don't miss out on any of our content that we put out. For the mayor himself, I am the Mad Scientist, and we will see you guys in another ring portal.
How high is that turtle still?
Probably a 7.
On a scale of like 1 to 4. He's so high, that's the scale.
That's the scale, yeah. Makes sense to me.